As I'm getting older, chip upon my shoulder, rolling through life, you roll over and die. La 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 la.
Hey guys, it's Streed, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 1950s monster movie, Terror in the Midnight Sun.
Terror in the Midnight Sun was directed by Virgil Vogel. It's the very first and only monster film to come out of Sweden, and after this review, you'll know why. It starred Barbara Wilson, Sten Gester, and Robert Burton, who looks like scumbag Walt Disney. Like most foreign-made films, this film has a few different alternate titles: Space Invasion of Lapland and Invasion of the Animal People. All the titles, however, do not reflect the film in the slightest. Invasion of the Animal People is the least accurate to the final product. Now, the word people implies more than one. Well, throughout the film, there's only one monster, a useless one at that. There are some other aliens who appear in the film, but they're not animal-like in the slightest, so this title's just stupid. There's actually a few versions of this film. One version added narration and a few scenes with John Carradine, father of David Carradine. Me and Jordan watched the original version without Carradine. Unfortunately, the first John Carradine movie I ever watched was another lackluster B-movie, Blood of Dracula's Castle. The film is about a meteor that lands in the middle of Lapland. This draws in a group of scientists to study the strange event, but the creature escapes and just sort of roams around.
Now, Terror in the Midnight Sun is unfortunately a extremely boring film. Yeah, it's cheesy in some parts, and in some parts the effects are pretty laughable. But unfortunately, most of the movie is just very talky, but not in like a good Godfather kind of way. It's very talky. It's very boring, and the monster is really boring. So here are the few strengths of the film. It has really beautiful shots. Like, I'm talking really, really beautiful shots. And I'm like a sucker for photography. I swear, photography is my next love. First filmmaking, then photography. And the music is decent. It's pretty decent music. I don't mind it. The cheesy moments can be laughable, but there's not that much in there to satisfy you. And here's the weakness, the weaknesses. The word meteor is misspelt while this dude's like printing a paper like a news headline. And you could see the boom mics in one of the scenes, and me and Jordan were just losing it throughout that whole scene. We were laughing our ass off more than we were throughout the entire waste of a time movie. Yeah, most of the movie has inconsistent editing. Like, for instance, when they go out in the night and they take the girl and they go out in the night, it's like nighttime 1 minute and it's really well done, and then in the next minute it's daytime when she walks to this other area. So the editing is inconsistent, and there's no roar from the monster when he attacks this guy. The only noise this monster makes is like low grumbles and bellows and things. And there's this really really long skiing sequence, and it takes so fucking long. There's like 3 scenes of this goddamn skiing. It's like fucking unbearable. And it doesn't even show the fucking monster till 49 minutes in. You know how long this movie is? An hour and 11 minutes. And even then, the monster is really scarce in the movie, with all the fucking skating scenes. And there's this scene where these weird ass boner head aliens in cloaks, they show up with this lady. They don't do anything, but every time they're in a shot, they slide to the side, and they play this really sharp, fucking terrible music that reminds me of Oasis of the Zombies. It's really fucking stupid. And next, the monster is really pathetic. Like, it kills one dude, and my bud thinks that this was done by an avalanche, and maybe it was. I don't fucking know, especially not now. Jordan, the monster only kills one guy, and Jordan thinks it was an avalanche, actually. But I think it was the monster. Yeah, and the monster doesn't really do anything throughout the movie, but just walk around. He takes the girl, King Kong syndrome. He walks around. He smashes a few buildings. He smashes around. He he does that. He walks through the buildings. And it's never explained why the aliens were even trying to get the monster. And the monster's death is fucking horrid. The monster just sits there near a cliff while people throw fucking these fucking fire things at it, and it just lets itself burn. It doesn't even try to go and escape, because if this thing charged, these motherfuckers would move. They would move like right out of the way. And but yeah, it's never explained why the aliens were trying to get the monster. This is really not much worth of a monster movie. If you want to watch a monster movie, it's really not worth it. I would give this a 4 out of 10. This is going to be a 4 out of 10 for me. If you're looking for cheesy monster B-movie effects, it's very sparse. It's very sparse in the cheese. It's mostly just talking, and it's really boring. Well, guys, that was my review, and I will see you next time for Streed Reviews.